Alright, ma'am. Who do I have here with me today?
I am Theresa, Monica, Milligan, and I'm homeless. 5 years on since the coronavirus, and what I gotta say is I really never expected to last this long and not gone crazy.
Well,
not have had an accident, like have my face blown off.
well,
Or still have 2 legs and 2 arms.
well. Let's just say that that's a testament to how strong of a woman you are.
Right.
So, with that being said, first things first, I want to let you know that I really appreciate your time. You know, time to me is very, very valuable. And the fact that you're giving me 10 minutes of your time, you know, that means a lot to me. And I just want to thank you. You know, I appreciate you. A lot of people think that this is easy, and, you know, but it's really not, you know. So, how old, if you don't mind, how old are you, and how long have you been out here displaced?
Okay, here we go. I am 50 years old.
Okay.
All the way up until 5 years ago, when I was 45, I lived with my father. And he passed on.
I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
It's okay. I have 4 grown kids and a divorce. We let him have the house. I don't want to bother my children. And I'm always going to keep my ears to the street. And some sweet knucklehead like me, they take on the brunt ends of a shock system. Well, I'm a Jew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So right now, I came from a neighborhood where we knew people homeless out there in the street. Our name in the house and the word that we made sure they stayed safe and we were their home and their backing. So we weren't lacking that, but we weren't kicking them out. We made sure we had something going on through the system.
Man, that's amazing.
Something that happened. I'm from Vegas. That's something that's tough. It's grown. This city doesn't happen.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, since you elaborated on Vegas, 90% of the people that I talk to that are from that are out here in Arizona, that are homeless, they are not from Arizona. Could you elaborate a little bit on why they're not from here? Is it the weather? What brings them out here?
Okay, here in Arizona, it is Indiana and Arizona. Not about prejudice, not about anything. The only 2 states on mine, or like by law, is white supremacy.
Oh.
So it's a grooming state. It's an occasion, and occasionally it is tight. I am proud of breaking it down. That I will be on those levels, on his back, till the day I die.
Yeah.
Because what cracks me up is they think my last name, and because I'm not the white girl directly from whatever, that I don't have complete knowledge of what their last name, just because they're white, can't. They can't do what I can do.
Yeah.
My mind can do what my grandfather can do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For a girl, because a white man can't take my place.
So, not to cut you off, but are you saying that being white in this city gives you a little bit of privilege, so to speak?
It is, and I'll say for the boys, they are at their neck. They're bugging. It's bugging. Like, for real.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, it was like, do a little energy dance or something. For real, it's like, their insurance is they like to hide, keep it real, and remember the thoughts them and the songs.
Wow.
That's always cool. Then it turns into like, throw them that record, or like, give me some water, have a barbecue.
Yeah.
Some other stuff.
So, ma'am, since you've been out here for so long, you said about 5 years, have you ever took a notion to try to take advantage of any of the subsidies that they have here? For instance, like rapid housing, things of that nature?
Yeah, I signed for housing. 2 years I still have. I haven't received it. Housing takes a very long time to receive housing.
Okay.
So, I go to a feed or a shower once or twice a week, get some clothes. 5 years I've invested and stayed put in the same mindset. I was invited and mistook by mistake that I couldn't take this.
Wow.
Leaves me to have knowledge over experience in on all things, because I will see outside the fence and identify who ain't taken from my friend.
Yeah. Well, that makes completely sense.
Yeah, and that's how all of them are. They're like, you are not touching his stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's his. Like, the girls be like, what? The hands will come out somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, the girls,
it's crazy.
It's a tight unit.
Yeah, since you said that, I always got to add that Tempe is I would say, a real tight, like you said, unit, and plus the camaraderie here in Tempe is second to none. It's just a notch above the rest, and I want to know if you really believe that, or is everywhere homeless population just as good?
Everywhere has their own technique. Like mine here is like the central place, hand it up on the street corners, and make sure no crazy shit. Stay in play.
Okay, so they got people there that are actually, kind of essentially make sure that there's no trouble or no ill or illicit things that go on over there.
Or planting.
Yeah.
And then having a playground.
Okay.
Setting.
Yeah.
And like
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's one of the things that I feel Tempe should change. I feel that they should, with all this land and all this open land that's out here, that maybe they should give a plot of land to the homeless and let them just govern it themselves.
Right.
How would you feel about something like that?
I think that would be great.
I think they could do a good job.
I think they could do a good job too.
Just on the little stuff that I've seen here, I mean, anything goes wrong, they handle it real quick.
Right?
Real quick.
Real quick.
Now, have you been down to the river bottom?
I have, the very first 2 weeks I was here. I have, but I left after 2 weeks because I heard some things were going on, and they were going up behind my back, and I didn't want to live where people were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could have been me.
They say a lot of funny things go on over there. They say that they have a lot of, people in cars that have died or passed away and that are still sitting at the driving wheel. That type of stuff would freak me out, and I don't know how it would or how it would make you feel, but for me anyway, that type of stuff would freak me out, and I would definitely try to find a whole nother place to camp or do whatever I had to do to make the situation a lot better.
Right.
What say you?
Can I wipe the sweat? I need to wipe the sweat off my knees.
Guess what I got? Here you go. You can have this. It's not too dirty. There you go.
Thank you. And I guess that is just the way it is. I guess it's not that bad. Sometimes I'll be like, Monica, and I'll get up and I'll be like, alright, because sometimes I'll be rolling back. I think someone will tell me if you're gonna beat somebody up or someone's coming to get caught, and they don't think they don't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, Monica, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I do.
Yeah. Wow. You know, you seem like somebody who's been down through there and who pretty much got the way of the land. You know the way of the land. If I was new and I was out here, I would want to be around you so that you could help me, aid and assist me on what the do's and don'ts are.
Do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Don't kiss ass. Don't kiss ass. Don't do it. Because you are defeating the purpose.
Yeah. Don't borrow things, right?
You are defeating your purpose. Your purpose is to stand in the middle before a bar fight breaks out over the real ending of your name.
Yeah.
How you became, how you are, why you are a person or a mother, a daughter, or a son of mother and father. And I don't know.
Not to cut you off about mother and fathers,
Right?
I gotta ask you, are you a mother?
I'm a mother of four. Hell yeah. I'm so happy. Like for what? Kids are all different. And I love how they come and approach like so messed up. Like I'm gonna touch bases with you, and I'll be like, what? They like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, old
For
school,
real?
old school.
Yeah, all messed up. Like, I mean, to the point. My kids are my freaking everything. And I won't bring to the things that you hear. I'll be like, they molest their kids.
Yeah.
Like 5 years, I was gonna get one of them blow horns. And every time I walk in Walmart and someone says, demon, I'll be like, I was gonna blow it in their face and keep on walking. I was like, you know what? It's gross about it.
Funny.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But like, if that's never happened, my kids don't do that shit.
Yeah, so you got some good.
They want to
well-behaved
trip
kids.
on the same leveling trip as everybody else.
Man, that's
I mean,
cool.
you see us eye to eye, be like, what?
So
right?
how do your kids feel about you being out here?
They don't think they think about it. Sometimes I'm asking them. Because if I was like, yeah. You know what? My inner kid will be like, Mom, I'm going to check you. Here, like, they should do that when I was their mother.
Yeah,
Like, shut up, Mom. But I would just sit there and the story was that. And like, what? And then, they would just crack up. But, no, they haven't. I was like, nah. What you think? I came on the street and I just, like, had an accent, and wanted to gain weight and not live anywhere. And it's all comfortable, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit, they want to know how it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. I will keep your ass at home with your bed or your refrigerator, toilet, everything. Hey, you have, okay?
Yeah.
But not really, because what you really need is like the book of my mind's made out of my woman is my mother, and I am my son's mother's understanding survivor.
Man.
Yeah,
That was heavy.
Like that.
That was heavy.
Look
That
at
was
that.
heavy.
I swear.
That was heavy.
But
I think you got a lot going for yourself. And I gotta ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years and why?
I see myself,
where are you gonna be? Are you gonna be still doing this, or are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be recording and producing music, but educational,
cool.
like the music's backhand, and it's him, like an inscription, writing and telling us on memorial. Like, hello. And then you see all these classic winners, goddesses, like goal setters that reach the embodied self. Like people are recognized for that educated mass that took it on, or that took it up, or that God was like, took it up. So many powers for that. God loves them. They're respected because they are his protection. They protect him from freaking flipping out. Because God loves that.
Stuff. Yeah. What about your mother? Is your mom and your dad still alive or no?
They're dead.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
My family's gone.
I just had to ask. I'm sorry. You probably told me before. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just from my own. Show me. Okay, the Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah.
These Mexicans do not practice Mexican.
The real day. Yeah.
No, they don't practice why the fight went down.
Yeah.
Okay? They don't. And people take it for granted like it's like Theresa. You know? And then you know I really don't like the streets, and I never knew the streets and the character rapper Eminem and his influence and insight that only recovers what you don't have. His teeth can be ruined. His bloodline that like scours the streets, that show up and make you feel like, alright, you know what, I'm a pussy. You do more than me, I count on you. Yes, I can't be all hard, and I am hard. What can I do?
You are, you know.
Not me before.
No, but I meant you always have something to say, and it's always positive. Well, like I told you, I didn't want to keep you for too long. You know, this has been a blessing. You always have something unique and really intelligent to say. I appreciate you giving me a little bit of your time, and I just want to let you know, thank you so much.
Okay.
And one thing that I forgot to ask was, how do you feel about the urban camping and about Austin suing Tempe? Those two things.
I think urban camping is it. I can stay at a campground year round and grow, maintain, and stay connected.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about the, Austin suing for the rights to be able to feed people that are less fortunate and that are homeless?
The rights to the... Well, that's like the rights to the... Shit. I don't know. He has those rights.
Yeah,
he's the most unique friend. He goes, I'll let anyone step up. But he'll be like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Well, yeah, that's pretty good. Well,
right?
There it is there.
Right.
I want to thank, like I said, I'm going to finish up now. I want to thank you so much for this special interview.
Right.
Hopefully next time I see you, we can get a part 2,
Yeah.
and you'll be doing a lot better than you are today.
Okay.
You know, you're an amazing person, and may God touch your soul like you touched mine here today. Thank you, ma'am, and I appreciate you so much. You have a great and beautiful night, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.